Okay. We all know that like everybody have business deals with competition, or they're friends with the people.
Yeah.
Well, and from your background, we know that you play Tekken and you're very passionate with Tekken. How did you feel when Namco decided to go with a wireless stick that wasn't made by Mad Catz?
Oh.
Did you go and present it like a layout for a Mad Catz stick to Namco for a Tekken edition, or did you miss the opportunity by just not asking?
I have a really good relationship with Namco, and that's just on a business and a personal level. We did try to pitch something to them, but I just think that their relationship with Hori, I mean, they've been working with Hori for so long. They made sticks since Tekken 2 for Tekken. And I just think at that time, we just came a little bit too late for the opportunity. But that's not to say we're not going to try for future sticks for Tekken. And obviously, everyone knows that, first and foremost, the game that I love is Tekken. So let's just hope, let's keep our fingers crossed. If you guys want, you guys can bug Harada-san on Twitter and ask him when a Mad Catz stick is going to come out for Tekken. I think that'd be a good calling for him.
All right.
Mad Catz would actually look better. Just saying.
All right.
But yeah, the wireless stick. Ugh. It looks nice though.
I got one question. Did you get a wireless stick?
Oh, I have like 4 of each of them.
I
got it. Of course I got it. Man.
Okay, another question. How far back have you been collecting arcade sticks? And when you grabbed the first arcade stick, did you feel that you was late from grabbing an arcade stick because everybody else probably had it before you, or did you come at the same time? I mean, if you did feel late, if it were late, did you feel ashamed that you was late, or did you feel like I can come? It's nothing.
When I first started using an arcade stick seriously, it was around the time when Tekken 2 came out. Like most people that started with fighting games, a lot of us started in the arcade, but there wasn't really the luxury of having a high-quality arcade stick for like the Super Nintendo when Street Fighter 2 came out. I mean, they had arcade sticks, but I wouldn't call them quality. So it wasn't until Tekken 2 came out where I got to use the Namco arcade stick and then the ASCII stick, I thought that like, hey, this is something I like. So I just started buying them, and eventually it got into a hobby, and then it just grew and grew and grew. And then obviously I got the job at Mad Catz working on arcade sticks, and then since then that's my focus, arcade sticks all day. And I don't know, some people say I need an intervention and it's getting a little bit too hectic, but yeah, I love arcade sticks, man. It's my passion. I think it's what I do best, so that's why I'm going to focus on it still.
Okay. Nike released 3 shoes. I believe the Ryu, the Chun-Li,
yes,
and Kuma. And I seen you post the Chun-Li shoes. Was that your calling going to present a situation, or did somebody present that to them from Capcom or from Mad Catz? Did you have any say so in it? And if you did you help out trying to get different characters prior to that? Because the shoes came out around the time the Chun-Li stick was about to be released.
It was just a coincidence. It wasn't really something that Mad Catz had any involvement with. From the relationship with Capcom, I knew that they were working on something, and I thought the Nike shoes turned out really well. And it's nothing I had involvement with. It just turned out the same time the shoes came out, the stick came out. It was just luck, I guess.
All right. You usually have sticks that usually come out. You only like the special edition sticks.
Yeah.
They only print so many up and then they discontinue. Are you going to do like how Marvel Comics and DC Comics have reprints of those sticks later in the future? Or are you just going to let them just die out with that? And so sorry, so sad for you guys.
I don't think it's right to release a limited edition arcade stick and hype it up like that and then have it available again later on. I think if you miss out on it, you miss out on it. So I don't want to taint the integrity of the product. I don't want people to feel like, oh, why'd I buy it back then when I could have bought it now? I want people to have value in what they bought. I want them to be proud that they own it. So no, I wouldn't do that.
Okay, we do this usual.
Let me ask a question.
Okay.
As far as tournaments, do you feel if do the Street Fighter 4 vanilla, bringing back a fighting game genre back on the map, how many years or how long do you think before you can see that fighting game tournaments will be commercial? Like we'll turn in on TuneIn MTV like we do with Madden Nation and the first-person shooters.
I think it's already taking good steps forward. With Street Fighter, obviously Street Fighter brought back the fighting game crowd, and the fighting games in general brought it to the mainstream more than ever. You see, there's actually streams everywhere, and more people are playing Street Fighter. You have almost 2,000 people that entered at EVO, And there's not just Street Fighter, but other games such as Tekken. Tekken's at MLG now. It's at World Cyber Games. They're actually in big events like that. They're trying to get more commercialized. And I hope that fighting games continue to move forward in this direction because I think it is an exciting spectator sport, and I also think that it brings people together. So I just hope that with the powers of the internets, that this thing continues to grow, and obviously people are enjoying it. I mean, you have maybe a couple hundred people over here enjoying season beatings. You have like maybe 6,000, 7,000, up to 9,000 people on the stream last night.
8,000 people last night.
Yeah, so there's definitely people that are interested in it, and I just hope it continues to grow. I can't see it going down anytime soon, as long as we have game companies that keep catering towards their fans, and that's another thing I'm really happy about. Obviously, Capcom's paying attention to their fans, and Namco's paying attention to their fans, and then there's also SNK and the other game developers out there. They're really listening to the fans and what they want, and obviously you can see it with the way that they're doing fan service. Like you see the DLC costumes, bringing back some of the old school Alpha outfits, stuff like that. I think it's a good time to be a fighting game fan, and for the next few years, it's gonna continue to grow.
All right, let me ask you a lighthearted question. You are a Tekken fan, right?
Yes.
All right. How do you feel about Street Fighter Cross Tekken and Tekken Cross Street Fighter?
I'm excited about it. I mean, like most people, I'm a competitive fighting game player, so my fanboy side is like super excited about it. But then my gameplay competitive side, I'm like, ooh, how's that gonna work? How's it gonna work? So I'm a bit skeptical, but I have faith in both teams working on each game that we'll see at least something very playable and something tournament worthy. I don't want it to go to waste. I think this is an opportunity that fighting game fans have been waiting for, and I mean, who really knew about this? I mean, I know they were trolling online, but I'm glad it actually happened and that we're going to see something out of it.
Yeah, I got two more questions.
Yeah.
You want to go?
I just got to add one.
All right.
Obviously, Capcom is making the Street Fighter X Tekken.
Hmm?
Is Mad Catz going to come out with arcade sticks for that game?
That was one of my questions.
No. Time out before this happened.
Will
you release that specially made signed stick? With that you got that what's his name? Harada. Yeah, signed. Will you? Because I seen it. I seen the picture of it, and is that the prototype or is that an official stick that will be released?
That was just one of our Japanese non-branded sticks, and I had both of them sign it. And yeah, as far as Street Fighter Cross Tekken, I think that would be nice. I can't say anything at this time, but if you guys want to see it, you guys got to tell Capcom and let them know. But if Capcom wants to do it, I'm happy to do it.
I want to see Kazuya and Bison on the same stick. That's it.
Speaking of which, here's a lighthearted question.
Yes.
Best matchup in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Tekken Cross Street Fighter. Kuma versus Zangief.
I agree. That's what I was going to say.
That's my man. I know I liked you.
You got the bear killer, and then you got the bear. So you got to see that matchup.
Tell the world. Tell the world.
And I want to see E-Honda and Bob too. I want to see that too.
No Rufus and Bob?
No.
I want to see the classic fatty.
Okay. All right.
I got you. And Ganryu.
See,
Honda and Ganryu.
I knew you was cool. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? He understands.
I understand.
All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Typical. I put them in the corner and hog tie both of them. Then I let them out. I can't believe they did that and got them out. Markman, I thought we was friends. Okay. We usually do shots out and ran outs. Typical shout out. Man, I love you, Big Mama. Thank you for everything. And ran out. Mama, man, you make meatloaf 3 weeks in a row. I'm going to be mad at you. Come home, I better have some noodles.
Oh, man.
Just simple shots out that you like to give to the community.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk bad about anyone, but I will give some shout out. I'll give a shout out to NeoGaf. We love NeoGaf. It's obviously one of the biggest, most influential gaming forums on the web. I want to give shout out to Mad Catz for believing in the projects that we work on, and I want to give shout out to, of course, the fighting game community, because without the fighting game community, I don't think Mad Catz would be as successful as they are today. So that's it. That's it for me.
Well, this is Fighter Fury. We got Mark Julio, a.k.a. Markman. That was that sniper. We got...
It's done.